This is the audience for Maddie's speech. We've got Josh, Ben, and Spencer.
Hello. Have you ever watched golf on TV or been playing golf yourself and wonder how did they cut that cup? Well, today I'm going to show you how to cut a USGA regulation cup. The USGA stands for United States Golf Association. They have two very strict rules when cutting a cup. The first thing is you have to have a 6-inch cup, which is here, and then a 1-inch target ring around the top of the cup. And I'll show you how to cut that here in a second. A couple things you need to cut a cup are going to be your cup cutter, cup setter, a bucket full of sand, and an awl. This is to mend the plug when you put the plug in. So first I'm going to start off by cutting the cup. We do 2 plugs. So first I'm going to go down about quarter way down the cup cutter. I'm going to pull my plug out. By doing this, this allows me to look at the soil profile of the plug. It'll let me know if I need to water more or less. It also tells me how healthy the grass is. You can really see here that the roots are white and long, so this is really nice green, and also the turf is very healthy. So now that I got my plug, I'm going to go and cut the actual cup depth. Using the cup cutter again, slide this in. I'm going to go down about 6 inches. But before I go all the way down, I'm going to walk around the cup cutter to make sure that everything is straight. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I'm going to continue to go down. So now I'm at the depth that I want for the new cup. I'm going to pull this out. And now move to the old cup, pulling the flag out first, and then pulling the old cup out. The next step is putting the cup cutter back in the old cup and pressing down on the pedal to get the sand out of here. So now I have my awl and the old plug. What I'm going to do now is stick the awl in the hole and measure how deep the plug should be. I can see here that I need to add some sand. With the awl, I'm going to stir up the sand a little bit to let the roots settle in a lot easier than having a real hard packed part of sand. And also I'm going to pry the edges of the old hole to the side so I can get the plug in a little easier. Plug in now, I'm going to step on it to make it flush with the other turf. Now I can see it's nice and flush, and the reason why we do this is because when you mow the grass, if it's too high, it's going to actually scalp the top of the plug and kill the turf, which is not good. Then I'm going to take my awl and mend the turf into the new plug. Looking pretty good there. So now it's time to put the new cup into the new hole. So first, clean it off with a towel. Make sure there's no sand or dirt in there. A lot of golfers are pretty picky about that. So I'm going to put the cup in about halfway and spin it just a little bit. Next I'm going to step next to it to make the hole a little bit tighter. Now taking the flag, I'm going to put it in there and make sure that I cut a straight pin. And kind of walk around it again just like the cup cutter. You can kind of see it's a little bit leaning to the right. So I'm going to put my foot on the side, straighten it out, and slowly push the cup into the hole. Now that I got it straight, I'm going to use my cup setter. You remember before I talked about that 1-inch ring across the top of the cup? That's what the cup setter is going to do. So I put the cup setter in the cup, and then press firmly on the top of it till it stops. And now I'm at 1 inch on the ring here, and if you want to come take a look, you can actually see what's going on. So now is the fun part. I have a target stencil. This goes in the top, on top of the cup, and then I have some white spray paint that they call hole in white, which I think is pretty funny because it's kind of like a hole in one, but it's a hole in white. So the reason why we do this is so that the golfers can see the cup when the flag is pulled out. It also says that it speeds up the pace of play. So with my towel, I'm going to kind of make a ring around this as well so I don't get overspray onto the grass, because that's the last thing we want is white spray paint all over the grass. Then I take the spray paint can, put it on the top, press down lightly, and turn. While I'm doing this, it's actually painting the edge of the cup. Take that out, remove my towel, and remove my stencil, and now you have a white ring around the cup, and that is a USGA certified cup. The reason why we follow these rules for golf course maintenance and cutting cup is they're very strict about how we do stuff. If you watch them cut cup on the tour, this is how they do it every time. And the biggest thing with taking the 2 plugs is seeing that soil profile and make sure everything's looking good and that we don't have to adjust any of our cultural practices like more precipitation rate on our irrigation system or decreasing it. You can also add sand to help increase microbial activity, which will help break down thatch layer as well in the grass.